Good day, my name is Embra Jackson. I'm senior pastor here at First United Methodist Church in Tupelo. I also serve on the board of directors of Mississippi Methodist Senior Services. In addition, I'm chairperson of the Diversity and Inclusion Committee of that particular board. I'm here today to talk about receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. My wife and I both have received it. Unfortunately, we were one of the persons who caught the breakthrough cases. We came down with COVID several weeks ago. However, we had very mild symptoms. I am convinced that without the vaccine, we would have been much sicker. I strongly encourage you to receive the vaccine. As a man of God and as a minister, I have been charged with doing good, serving others, and doing no harm. The vaccine helps me to do that by allowing me to continue to preach, continue to serve my congregation and my community. I strongly believe that science and faith go hand in hand, and that God is calling us during this time to be as safe as possible and to serve others, and the vaccine helps us to do this. I'm also here today to talk particularly to those of us who are African American. We've all heard about the Tuskegee study and other studies that convince us that we need to be fearful of the government when it comes to vaccines and medical treatment. But I am convinced that these vaccines were safely produced. They have been recommended by the Surgeon General, and I had to weigh a choice whether or not to receive the vaccine or not to receive the vaccine. After seeing people I knew personally suffer and even die from COVID, I decided and my family decided that we would take the vaccine. Some people say that they don't know what's in the vaccine, and I'm reminded that they don't know, and we don't know what's in so many things we eat and consume. We don't know what's in the other vaccines that we receive. But I strongly encourage you to receive the vaccine because I am convinced and I am proof that they can protect you from this deadly virus. In the Gospel of Luke, there's a story that most of us are familiar with. It's the story of the Good Samaritan. When the Pharisees came to Jesus to ask him what was the greatest commandment of all, the story of the Good Samaritan is one that reminds us we are called by God to serve others. As we live in this world full of all of this crisis that we see, I'm reminded that God is calling us to do all that we can, to do no harm, do good, and to stay in love with God. We can do that by receiving the vaccine. The vaccine allows us to serve our neighbors and serve God. Without the vaccine, we would all have to be isolated. The vaccine gives us the ability to be able to reach out to neighbors and follow the commandment of God and follow the story of the Good Samaritan by loving our neighbors as ourselves. May God bless you all.